Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm, of course, your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Object 268 version 4. This is a Tier 10 Russian collector tank destroyer. It's incredibly strong in two aspects, its frontal armor and its alpha. Everything else is terrible. I mean, its mobility's pretty decent, to be honest. On paper, it's really bad, but it's actually pretty solid on its overall acceleration and power-to-weight ratio. But yeah, side armor-wise, it's pretty poor, and the gun handling statistics on this tank are some of the worst in the game at .407. It's basically like driving a 183, but you're frontlining instead of at the back of the map. So, today I played over 60 battles in this tank, having a bit of fun with a friend, and I thought, why not showcase two of the craziest games I played in the 268 version 4 for today's video. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this in the future of just crazy replays that I'm able to pull out here and there. But I really thought that the 268 version 4 would be fun, because it's such a weird tank itself on its playstyle. The fact that it's all about that frontal armor, and if you can keep that frontal armor towards your opponents, it can and will surprise you. Its armor isn't broken to the point where you cannot pen it frontally. Like, I've been penned a lot of times by 57 heavy clips. Man, those really hurt this tank. Or 50 TPs, 60 TPs. If you get hit by a high alpha gun, you only have 1,850 hit points with this vehicle, so very quickly your hit points do shred away with this tank. But if you do go up against mediums, well, that's when you're in a bit of a different story. As long as you stay directly in front of your medium foes, you're basically impervious. So there's the Foch off to the side. I'm going to load a heat shell just to make sure it penetrates. And there we go. Nice tap for 633. And now I'm going to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oop, he missed me by a very, very long shot. And it's not like there was somebody behind me. Yeah, the Foch, I don't really know what that guy was aiming at. I'm going to be real. But I'll take it. That's a free 600 damage, and I don't get hit in return. But the problem is there's a lot of action going up on top of that bridge, and I'm all the way down here, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Well, I'm not going to shoot that Foch when I have the opportunity to shoot the 183. We're going to back up, back up, back up. Nice! You can see that great reverse speed working there, and I'm able to get a nice tap into that 183 as well. Alright, nothing crazy in the beginning of this game so far. The Foch missed me, and the 183 missed, and Flossie makes the most epic getaway ever, but unfortunately his getaway is very short-lived because right below him is a grill. But that was, to be fair, that was one of the most epic tries to get away. I mean, he got off the bridge fine. If there weren't takes below him, that would have been amazing. Just unfortunate how it worked out. So in this situation, I know that I got tank destroyers coming up my rear. I'm not going to deal with that, so I'm going to push forwards. We're going to get a nice shot into the 4202, which I really wanted to do, because the 4202, I mean, let's be real, it has Hesh, the opportunity to absolutely ruin my game. So in this situation here, I was trying to stop the 60 TP from turning around so I could maybe, I was hoping we could ammo rack him. But as soon as I shot, I was like, all right, I'm backing up. Let's get into this corner here. So there's the 60 aiming at me. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Don't pen me, please. We also got the bat chat, but thankfully the bat chat does not penetrate me. But oh, the 60 does. Aiming in a shell. All right, that's a nice tap. Unfortunately, we low roll, and if we had done an average roll, we might have actually killed him quite easily. But that's just luck when it comes to Blitz. What we are going to do is push this bat chat off and then push him into a wall. And, yeah, goodbye, a loser. That's how you deal with a bat chat. The thing about a 268 or any turretless tank destroyer is you always pre-position where you're going to drive. And as you saw there, I put my 268 version 4 in a spot to where I knew if that bat chat tried to get to my side, it wouldn't go very well for him. Thankfully, we were able to connect that shell into the grill there with that 5,400 damage dealt and only 660 blocked. Yeah, nothing really crazy when it comes to block damage this game, but just a fun battle overall to showcase where this tank can do very well. Aiming, 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 and fire. Nice. All right, aiming at the grill. Wiggle, 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 and come on. Come on, bounce me. He's taking so long. I always get so frustrated when people take so long to shoot at me because I'm like, if you're going to kill me, just do it already. I don't want to sit here and get hope that my shell's going to reload, and then at the last second, you're able to clear me. But either way, pretty good battle. 6,100 damage dealt, only 1,300 blocked, but definitely a great battle to showcase. Just the pushing power of this tank. I was able to get some big ol' slaps into the 60 TP, get some big ol' slaps into the grill, the bat chat. Just a pretty fun battle in general to showcase where this tank's gun is very devastating if it hits its shells. And I do want to point out a big if there, because most of the time when you use a vehicle like the 268 version 4, its shells fly off into the distance, never hit, and yeah, that's as far as you get. But let's see, we're on a second battle. You might think that this is the same replay, but it's not. As you can see, Flossie's now running a Concept 1B. He dropped the TVP. We played a couple more battles. This is probably like 10 or 15 battles after the TVP games. And, well, let's see what the enemy team has. They got a YAG 268 version 4, and oh boy, it's Nube. Every now and then, teams like to go town on Nube. And it's just a bad idea going town, especially because my 62A didn't think twice about going that way. And, yeah, now he's kind of stuck there. But I'm just going to push with the rest of the team. I know that if my team's going to go town, I got no choice but to stick with them. So what's the big threat on their team? Well, the 57 Heavy is going to be a big threat if it does catch me out in the open. Also the 4005 and the Ag Panzer, those are all really deadly takes. And the mediums as well will be pains in the butt to deal with if they have the opportunity to shoot me. I only have 1,850 hit points, and that doesn't get very far. I mean, 5 shells from a medium, and I'm basically dead, so I'm being careful here. There's the YAG driving up. I was really hoping that I could get a shell into the side of that YAG, but I guess just the way the shape of the bridge is there, not able to get it out. But that's all fine. We're going to cross, get a very lucky bounce on the side of our take. That was just, I'm going to be real, that was a skill issue. That guy could have easily hit me, but yeah, he aimed it kind of poor. But there we go. Nice shot into the enemy 268 version 4. And that's advice on how to not drive a 268. As you can see, he's already dead. I mean, that was just incredibly quick on his part to die. Easy shell into the 4005, and you also might not have noticed there, but the YAG bounced me. I mean, it's just insane how many bounces we got in this game so quickly. So, already we've blocked 1,450 damage and dealt 1,401. We've done a pretty decent job, but I've noticed already that bad things are going to happen to my 183. He's being pushed on, which is really bad. He did penetrate, I think, that 121B before he died, but there are still 3 vehicles over here, and my single Progetto is not going to do anything but reload, fire. Oh, big slap into the rear of that 57 Heavy. That shot is definitely going to come in handy later, just in case, because now he's a one-shot. Having one-shot opportunities with a big alpha gun like this is great, and well, I mean, it's an IS-7, and this is where the armor of this tank just feels so great. IS-7 shoots at the Progetto, misses, and that's fine with me. We've already broken 3,200 damage in this battle. And in 4 more seconds, we got another shell ready. I'm going to use that really good reverse speed, aim it on this guy's lower plate. A kabooey. There you go. Nice shot for 633. And now we reload again. Unfortunately, my IS-7, as you noticed, bounced the side and then got full health ammo racked. I mean, yeah, that was pretty poob. But, I mean, that IS-7 should have thought twice before driving in front of a YAG Panzer. So, yeah, that was a pretty bad move from his part. We've dealt 4,500 damage in this battle so far. Flossie is trying to cross and clear that 1-2-1B, but they're both one-shots, so you got to be very careful. But he gets the HE out and finishes him off. Alright, so right now it's a 4 versus 2, and the STB is at 1,100 health. And the YAG Panzer is at full health. I really wanted to get a shell into that YAG, but I just can't in that situation. But well, there goes our 268 version 4, but that STB plays like an absolute monkey, gets max rolled by me, and is now just an easy one-shot for anybody on my team. Although, to be real, even if I didn't max roll the STB, a 690 alpha shot would have still made that guy a one-shot for me any day of the week. So you can say I have HE loaded, but I just don't trust this gun enough. The gun is not good enough on this take to hit that kind of shot. So instead, I'm going to do the next best thing. I'm just going to sit here and keep the STB at bay and keep the YAG Panzer at bay. Now, unfortunately, you'll also notice that we did lose our teammate, so that's bad. It's just Flossie and I right now, and Flossie's a one-shot, but we're up on base cap, so I don't need to shoot that shell there. Why take the risk of bouncing that YAG when I can simply just wait, chill, and, I mean, yeah, STB gets past me, but I just want to keep this YAG, honestly. He's really the only threat for me right now. Flossie can still easily clear that STB. Aiming, and there you go. The YAG finally makes a mistake, and Flossie finishes him off for it. There you have it. I mean, that's it. At this point, we're up too far on cap. I've got too many hit points, and Flossie's even able to reload, and there you go. That is a dub. So, yeah, 268 version 4. I wouldn't necessarily say that the tank was overpowered in these battles. It just did a really solid job. I think the 60 TP could have done a pretty similar situation for this battle and the previous one. But at the same time, it's just fun to YOLO in this tank and try and get away with it. So 6,000 damage games, did a pretty decent job on both of them. Ironic that they were both on Nube. There was a couple good games. I mean, you can see I played this tank a lot today, and we had some pretty good wins. 2,900 damage there, we had a 34 here, we had a 25 there, and then a 32. It's not the best tank for getting damage out, and I would definitely say, but, ooh, that was not a great game, but we won. But, yeah, I would say on average, it's probably, like, decent. If you're good at the game, it's pretty decent to get pretty good chunks of damage out. Like, 3,000 plus average is not too bad in this vehicle at all. So, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.